Good day, everyone. Before I introduce myself, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude for letting me participate in this event. So, I am John Francis A. Batuhanon, a student of College of Criminal Justice of the University of Bohol, Philippines. My first slide, as you can see, is my picture together with the University of Bohol logo and our respected Philippine flag. Under is my name and my ORCID number. So for the second slide is our University of Bohol coordinates. And the left side is the 3D image of our school. So, police officers lived experiences in the performance of their duties in selected municipalities, the province of Bohol. So, author, yours truly, position, student, department, College of Criminal Justice, ORCID number, and email address. So, the researchers are all from College of Criminal Justice. So as an inspiring or aspiring one of the future police officers, so we tackled about the biggest issues in the police organization. So this issue is about police officers' performance. Next is the relationship between the lived experiences and the performance of the police officers itself. Lastly, is the outcome of this performance of police officers, the negative images that police officers acquire greatly that affect their duty. So objectives. So the researchers aim to identify the major duty of police officers as public servants. Since we are working at the government, so we consider ourselves as public servants. Then, second, to be able to narrow down the experiences that police officers of the selected municipalities of Bohol had encountered. So, different experiences will be tackled about in this research. And third, to be able to identify the tools or strengths that police officers use to ensure effective work quality. And then lastly, to be able to present the aspirations that drives police officers to continue their duties. Okay. Framework. This study is anchored to different theories. First is the strategic management approach by Moore and Stephens. Second is the police operation theory by Rulowski. Third is the institutional theory by Mayer and Rowan. Fourth, routine activity theory by Cohen and Felson. And lastly, human relations approach by Mayo. Research methodology. Research design. The researchers utilizes qualitative descriptive method of study. Next is the research environment. The researchers selected municipalities in the province of Bohol. These municipalities are Tagbilaran City, Balilihan, Sagbayan, Dawis, and Panglao. Research participants. There are 10 research participants in total, in which 4 of them are from Tagbilaran City, Balilihan, Dawis, and Panglao, while the remaining 6 are from Sagbayan. Research instrument, interview guide to ask open-ended questions, research journal, and a voice recorder. Data gathering procedure. So the researchers acquired transmittal letters that are signed by the research advisor, research instructor, dean, and the vice president of academics of the University of Bohol before disseminated to the respective municipalities. Data collection. In the collection of data, the researchers use a one-on-one interview to 4 to the 4 different participants, while the 6 remaining participants are subjected to focus group discussion or FGD. Data analysis. So in data analysis, the researchers use the qualizes method, in which the data are transcribed from the voice recorder and manually analyzed to gain themes as a result of the research. Then ethical considerations. Before we conducted this research, we considered the following considerations to ensure that our research are reliable: confidentiality, credibility, conformability, trustworthiness and veracity, dependability, and lastly, the IATF protocols of the COVID-19. Result and discussion. So the researchers created 4 emergent themes and 14 cluster themes for this study. The first emergent themes is the major duty of a police officer as public servant. So one of the most prominent aspect of being a police officer is maintaining your major duty, or knowing your major duty as a public servant, meaning you need to serve your duty as one of the government employee that helps the non-government people or the normal citizens. So first, for the cluster teams under the major duty of police officers as public servant is to serve and protect the people. So this theme depicts the sworn duty of police officers from the moment they started to join the police force. This includes the servitude they render to the people as police officers. The second is the sworn duty. This theme depicts the major duty of police officers as public servants serving the community and its people. It also depicts the generalized duty of police officers as they choose to work in the said profession. Next is the implementation of programs. So this theme was created to describe the major duty of police officers to comply with or implement the different programs given by the government or the PNP headquarters itself. The second emergent theme that the researchers came up with is the experiences encountered during the service. So first cluster theme under this emergent theme is the motivation to work. This theme expresses the various experiences that police officers receives, giving them the motivation to continue their service to the people. Hindrances to work. This theme depicts those experiences that hinder their work and those that affect the performance of their duty as police officers. This also entails the negative experiences that break the spirit of the police officers. So, third is the risk to life and profession. This theme depicts the experiences of police officers where their life and profession are bound to the risk that is always present in the field of work of the police officer. Last is the domino effect towards the outcome. This theme depicts the general effect of negative experiences on the police force. This displays the certain point where the fault of one person will affect the general image of the whole organization. The third tool or strength needed to ensure effective work quality. So under this emergent theme is the first cluster theme, personal strengths. This theme depicts the various reasons or personal strengths that help police officers to maintain their duties and responsibilities. Second is the maximum tolerance. This theme depicts the greatest weapon of police officers in dealing stress and anger. The duty of a police officer involves various elements that will test your patience and attitude, hence as a police officer. Third is the exemplary follower. This theme depicts the ability of police officers to follow rules and regulations and the commands of those who are in the higher ranks without complaint. Fourth, unity and cooperation. This theme depicts the idea of how unity and cooperation affects the experiences of police officers in their duties and responsibilities. The fourth emergent themes that the researchers came up with is the aspiration towards continuous service in the line of duty. Under this is the first cluster theme, promotion and financial stability. This theme depicts the ideas of promotion and financial stability that helps police officers to perform well in their duties and responsibilities. Second, family and God. This theme depicts that Almighty being believed by the people, especially in the police force, and the support of loved ones such as the family that are important to police force affects their duties and lessen the risk of lives every time. Last is the positive look from the community. This theme depicts the idea of how the community looks up to the police force positively. This theme also includes the various positive reactions of the community to the police while doing their work. So, implications of these studies. First is for the Philippine National Police to create mentorship programs for those who are new to the police force. The distinction between the longest year of service between the new police force officers must be the factor of mentorship. In these instances, those who are serving for the long term will teach or guide those who are new to the service for at least 1 year without regards of the rank. Next, for improvement of the lived experience of police officers is that the other provinces work to conduct symposiums in the other particular provinces to improve their work and duty as police servants in protecting the people in the community. Third, for the PNP to improve and restore the cooperation of the community by attending every barangay assembly to improve the peace and order in a respected barangay that can decrease the crime rate in a particular location. Fourth is for the PNP, they will improve and restore the communication of community by putting a PNP outpost in every barangay so that they can conduct patrolling in the respected area in the barangay. Fifth, implementing and restoring the quota so that the work and duty of police officers will be improved and minimize the crime rate to prevent stagnation of filed cases. Lastly, to strengthen the support of local government unit to the municipal police station in the conduct of their studies and implementation of programs and activity to ensure effectiveness and easy access. So, for the future implications, for future researchers to deepen the essence of this study by creating a similar study but addressing the three sectors of police work, namely operation, administration, and intelligence, since this study is made to cover the whole police organization. Next, for the future researcher to transcend better knowledge of this study and to guide for more lessons about the works and lived experiences of police personnel, since this study made for more learning about the whole police organization's work. Next, the future researchers will enable to formulate ideas and use a reformer guide in testing the validity of related findings to serve as a cross-reference that will give an overview of the prediction of the police organization. The future researcher will understand what a PNP goes through when applying to become a police officer, what they will do if they become one, and they will have a background or knowledge of the field of the PNP. The research aids future researchers in comprehending and familiarizing themselves with the police operations and how the administration deals in terms of handling the operation. Also, this study showed a specific motivation influencing public making behavior. So for the bibliography of this study, as you can see, these are our references. These are from various books and theses that are published online. So before I end my presentation, I would like to emphasize again that the researchers picked this topic is because we consider ourselves as a future endeavor of the PNP organization. So in order for us to evaluate ourselves or evaluate the organization, we made this research to formally and address the current situations of the organizations and their respective police officers. So thank you for your time, and I would like to thank you again for having me participate in this event. Thank you.